it might be faster to go through this way. Let's see. If I get enough strength, I can swap to that other shield that I was considering. So I'll take the strength for now, and then I'll look at it. It's in my stash in town. Checkpoint, that's promising. Do I have any unused spirit right now? 8. I wonder if let me go back here for a sec. If I turn off the arsonist, can I get another brute yet? No. I'm a little short. Alright, put the arsonist back. Says, I've returned and watched the guide, ready to start out. Quick question, is Necromancer PoEing solely about summons, or is it more like yours to stylized mage? So in Path of Exile, if you start as a witch, and then you go to the Ascendancy later, and a witch can become 3 different things. One of those things is the Necromancer. The Necromancer is mostly about summons, I would say. If you don't want that, the other 2 options, if memory serves, are Elementalist and Occultist, which are more about, just the magic. And just because you go Necro doesn't mean you have to, only use summons, I should add. Because you can have, you can be supplementing the summons with other stuff, but among those 3, Necromancer is the best for having minions. With one exception, the Elementalist has a thing called Golemancy, which makes her pretty good with golems. But outside of that exception, the Necromancer is the best witch option for being a summoner, so people usually take that to be a summoner. Now because of how deep the Path of Exile game can be, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of build guides out there. And, I only know a fraction of those, so you could try looking up, builds for Necromancer that aren't that, if that's what you want. There might be some that I don't know about. Okay, I have cleared this map, and I have not found Titan's treasure. Unless it's supposed to be this checkpoint down here where we found the statue with a sword in its head, I don't know what that was supposed to be. You can't find it, it's bugged. Ah, bugger. Okay. Arts, I appreciate it. I kind of want to tinker myself with Buildcraft, just thinking whether I should start optimizing for Ascendancy right away. I should let you know that you can change your Ascendancy. However, it's costly. Like, undoing a Ascendancy requires you to unspend the points, and each Ascendancy point is the cost of like 5 normal ones. And then once you've unspent the points, you need to redo the same trial you used to ascend in the first place to change it.
Who goes there? Browse as
Unless
long
they've
as you
changed
like.
it.
I'll unburden you. Blessings.
Or make a new character. Okay. Let's see. Travel to the Lost City. There's the Lost City. I think I already have the teleport to Keth. Oh, I can just port to the Lost City. Okay, right on. Oh, that was this. Okay, yeah. So I got to this screen earlier, and then I was like, oh, I missed that bag, and I went back there, and it was not there. All right, so we're going there this time. It's nice that you get so many options to draw on how to build your characters. The skill tree is massive. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. It's very overwhelming for some people, but as shown by the, what's it, 1.1 million people lining up to play this game, like, there is absolutely a massive audience of people that want to play, that want something like this. They're blocking the door. I couldn't get all my firepower in there because of that. Getting clogged. Is Pee-wee Early Access worth picking up, Buck? Hey, Barry. If you like action RPGs, I'm having a lot of fun. It is important to note that it is early access, but there is still, you know, there's still 100+ hours of content here. And that's assuming that you don't ever restart to try other builds and things like that. Were you able to get a decent build going when you started? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Like, I'm playing solo self-found, so I'm only using gear that I found. So I haven't traded with anybody or anything. And I've just been experimenting on my own. So basically what I did is, like, I was like, okay, my first character, I want to try minions. So I saw this giant tree, and of course this is overwhelming as hell. And I went here, and I typed in minion. And I'm like, okay, alright, so this stuff's blinking, that's minions. And then I was like, all right. And then, oh, there's a big, that's all minion stuff. Okay. So I kind of was like, okay, so they're there, they're there, they're there, they're there, and they're up there. And I'm like, all right, so those are my big goals. And then what are, what in here is, like really good ones to go for first. And then I found this, which makes the minions regenerate really fast. And they were dying constantly at the low level. So I'm like, okay, I want that. So I ended up just going straight for this thing for the high regen. Then I'm like, okay, so then I once again looked at the minion nodes. It was like, okay, which one do I want the most? And then it ended up being this one. So then I made a goal to go up here. And that's basically what I kept doing. Anytime I achieved a goal, I did a search for what I'm looking for. And at one point I was like, I need more survivability. And I searched armor and I found this thing right here, which there's like this whole spiral is armor. So I was like, okay, I'll go for that one next. And that's basically what I'm doing. Hey, March. Hey, Crimson. On another note, by the way, Muck, I'm not sure we could play together yours too, but if we could, I have some issues getting groups together in Strike, so if you're doing that at any point you'd like to experience them, I might even be missing some mastery. Masteries aren't really required for Strikes, it's just do you have access to them to be able to get in the door. I actually did Strikes with chat today, so I'm totally okay with doing Strikes with anyone in chat. Now, I can only take 10 at a time. Usually I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing Strikes. Here's the command to type in if you want to join. I can take the first 9 people. But yeah, I happily do Strikes with chat pretty frequently. Is there a holy fighter class in PoE 2? Well, in PoE 1, it's the Templar. In PoE 2, what's out in PoE 2 right now? Hold on. PoE 2 classes. Give me a second. Because 6 of the classes are not available yet in early access. The Nab in Twitch chat says the Templar equivalent for PoE 2 is not out yet. Okay. Yeah, in PoE 1, the Templar is, he's in the section of the skill tree that's in between the strength check section and the int section, so it's really easy for him to go either all strength, all int, or a hybrid between the two. Also, he's pretty solid with totem builds. I've done some high-level Templars as totem casters. If you use an uncut skill gem, it shows you the remaining classes. Let's see. Wait, that's the wrong type. That's the wrong type. Wait, which type of gem? Uncut skill gem shows me occult elemental flail, primal, axe, mace, sword, crossbow, bow, spear, dagger, quarterstaff. Uncut spirit. Gotcha. Okay, I've got a spirit gem in my stash. I don't have one on me. That's a dead end. Dude, seeing that big pit makes me think another one of those giants is gonna peek up after that one I fought earlier. Also, anytime I see these little scarabs coming out of the walls, I think of the Mummy movies. I wonder if Stinky Matrix could be viable. Sounds like a fun concept. One time you summons, oh, Skitter. Oh, Ember, the Skitter bots are invulnerable little pets. Like, you summon them one time, and then they reserve, like, they lock out, like, half your mana bar to keep them out or something like that. And they basically run around the battlefield and do stuff that helps you out. I love those things. They're not in PoE 2 yet. I don't know if they're going to add them or not. But, like, one of them constantly chills enemies to slow them down, and one constantly shocks enemies. If you're running a build with traps, I think they help rearm traps and stuff, but they cannot be destroyed as long as you are reserving mana to keep them online. They just run around and do their thing. It's one of 1,000 skills in PoE 1. How much spirit do you currently have, Mach? My total is 204. And I believe that there is one more quest near the end of Cruel, which will give me another permanent bonus, like 60 more or something like that. I watched a Zizarin video about where he got all his spirit unlocks from. There's like 100 you get during your playthrough of the story if you do all the side stuff. Like 30 and then 30 and then later 60. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. Is it 30, 30, 40? I don't know. But the last of it is ahead of me. And then this scepter has no attack, but it gives 100 spirit. And I've also got 44 spirit on my armor. I don't know if you can get spirit on any other slots besides armor and scepter. For folks not familiar with the system, they added a new system to Path of Exile 2 called Spirit. It's hard to see, but it's like a bar surrounding the mana bar. And basically, you use up Spirit for permanent effects. So, like, for example, like the game won't tell me you can't have 50 skeletons. It'll just say each skeleton costs 20 Spirit. And so, that's what limits me to how many skeletons I can have, is how much max Spirit I can find. And then there'll be other buffs too, like the mage-type characters can have Arctic armor, which uses up a bit of Spirit to have a chilling armor around them all the time. You know, you can reserve it for whatever you want, but that's your battery. How much Spirit do you have at endgame without items? I think 100. I think from doing, there's 3 different side quests that give Spirit, and I think if you do all 3 through the story, you end up with 100. And then that's free items. All those green glows tell me that the clerics are healing. I actually wonder, can I see their health bar? In PoE 1, there was a thing I could turn on to see health bars above allies' heads, which I could turn it on to see their health. I'm not sure if I can do that here. Show bars. Oh, that's something else. Look under interface. Show ally names. Show item sockets. Always show sockets, yes. Show life mana levels. Show flash spell, show icons. Show many life bar above you. Show many life bar above allies. Oh, I didn't say that, I'm stupid. Alright. Save. Let's try that out. I'd like to get a... I'm actually not sure, like, how beat up my guys are getting. I don't know if they're getting, like, near death or just barely getting scratched or kind of halfway and then the clerics save them.
Long forgotten shrines. Show me your secrets.
Oh boy, when you summon the Raging Spirit, suddenly lots of more health bars on the screen. Yeah, they didn't even get scratched there. Love Druid in D2 and most other games with Druid, so I'm very excited to play Druid. I'll eventually get to play the game and it's added in. Yeah, the information they released so far for Druid in this game does look pretty cool. I loved Druid in D2. I was pretty disappointed by D4 Druid. I just did not like how the version that they made. But I would absolutely try the one that they're pitching for this game. Checkpoints. Jarman says I was disappointed in D4. No need to add further words. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it either. Checkpoints. What's in here? Elemental offer. Oh, I remember this one. It gives you like a ring. Yeah. So you pick one. What level is Mug now with the minion? 57. Yo, this thing just takes me in circles. Leave me alone. Oh, I realize why it's dying so slow. Look, these guys got stuck in the backup. Now come to the door. Dude, they were like... It was like these two jacked guys were in the doorway blocking it. They were like, so we love to help, but our mighty skeleton pecs cannot fit through the door. With too much creatine calcium. Come on, dude. Just, what if you went through the door one at a time? Impossible. Our pecs are entangled. Okay, back away from the door. And then have Hans come through first, and then Franz after. Are you saying Franz is lesser than Hans? No. Just one at a time. I'll be back. Yeah, they step away from the door. I'll be back. Oh, what is this? The Heart of Geth. Why are your skeletons German? I don't know. It's almost midnight. I'm getting silly.
He holds a new loyalty now. My king nears.
The Forsaken Son. Definitely saw some skeletons. Ooh! That's done. Definitely saw some skeletons get hurt there. He's like, let's try spinning. That's a cool trick.
Now.
Easy.
He didn't want me.
Why'd you try the raid on Emboldened mode?
Goddess.
I have not done Wing 8 raid since the one time I did it.
Immortal, please, my fault. None. I ask. At last. Death. Thank you.
The fact that I just resummoned these guys means that they couldn't get through that door and died outside and then resummoned in here after that whole talk. So you'll have to remake me. Why? Just come through the door. Impossible. I will kill myself with my mighty muscles. You will have to reanimate me. Return to the caravan. All right.
How can I be?
We'll be back. Yeah, they just bonk each other.
There was a goddess.
I just imagine they take their hammer and they're like, I'll be back. just dies.
It'll take a bit of if my thing.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Giant dude.
now I have to blow this thing.
let's see. No, 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 no. Maybe. I'll hang on to
Do
that.
not wander.
Okay. Was this the... Which shield was I was thinking of? Was this one? What's my... I'm 1 strength short. Are you serious? Alright. If I choose to keep that one, I gain a lot of armor. I gain some life. I lose the intimidate thing, but I'm not always using it. Okay. I think it's worth it. I'm going to respec one thing into strength.
Greetings.
Time to change plans.
So... Alright. So now, I'm going from 33% physical mitigation. Actually, no, wait, sorry, hold on. I'm going from 33% physical damage reduction to 40. That's pretty good IMO. Also, we've got a giant door on our arms. So let's go here. Let's deposit that. And bop, 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 bop. Gem cutters. This stuff. If I move one int node to Dex, I could get discombobulate if I want to try it. What's the other stuff in here? Cold infusion. Hits with supported skills cause 50% more stun buildup. That could, that also, oh shoot, it has a cost multiplier. So it would make the brutes more costly, and I'm already barely maintaining 2, so I probably couldn't do that. That would be a fun thing on the brutes though. Let's see, while I am looking here, chat, I promised you one more giveaway. I promised you one more giveaway. I have got one more Path of Exile code. I have got one more PoE2 paid for copy of the game to give away. Let's do it now. Once again, if any of you are interested in entering for this last giveaway for the night, what you need to do is be a follower if you're on Twitch, be a subscriber if you're watching me on YouTube, and just type, I want PoE2, just like that in the chat one time, and you're entered into the jar for a chance to win. Just enter it once, and the code can be for you or a friend, whatever, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Meanwhile, I am just looking through this for anything that catches my eye. Most ignited, lightning resist, Infernal Legion. More physical, heavy swing, 35% more physical damage, 10% less attack speed. Splinter. So Splinter breaks armor, but I already have a form of armor break on the Raging Spirits. So I'm not sure if getting another form of armor break actually would do anything. It might just be wasted. Check armor explosion support for SRS. What do I have on Raging Spirit? I've already got 3 things on them. Armor explosion. Supported skills trigger an explosion when they fully break the enemy's armor. Can't talk. Converts 100% of physical damage to fire damage. Explosion rate is 1.4 meters. They already do fire damage. I don't know that that's going to do much. Where's the town headed? I see it moving in the background. Will it ever reach its destination? Yeah, you actually use the town to move between like half a dozen different locations. Rupture. Let's see, how are we doing? We got 2 minutes remaining, chat, if anybody wants to enter the giveaway. Does it need to be in capital letters? It should not be case sensitive. But if you're nervous, just do it once in small caps and once in upper caps, Barry. But I think capital letters is fine. Support skills, magnitude, super critical. Okay. Where do we take this thing? Also, I think I've got... How do I do the next trial? Is Jin Barya area level 52? Is that how I do the third trial? Does anybody know? Trial of the Secamus. What was that? Hold on, let me go back to Act 2 for a second. Where was that? It was here. You need number of trials 3. Okay. Well, I've got one that says 4. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, all the ultimatum ones say 4. 1, 1, 1, 2. You sure? I don't think I ever did one that said 2. You need to do a 3-floor sanctum or a 10-room ultimatum. 10-room ultimatum? Okay. That's oddly specific. Alright. Put that away. Alright. With that, chat, our Path of Exile 2 time comes to an end. I am going to save it here. We'll draw the results of our giveaway, and I will pick it up from here tomorrow morning.